Hi everybody, it's Hunter Spaid here with Collective Chickadee. Today I'm going to do a tutorial on how you can make a junk journal out of envelopes. If you have not seen the video I posted prior to this, please go check it out. It is, let me grab it, this little beauty here, and I constructed it with using 14 envelopes. And I thought before I sent it off to my friend Chantel that I would do a real quick demo or a tutorial just so you guys can play around with all those envelopes that I'm sure that you have been saving. And don't worry, you do not need envelopes that are brand new. We can also construct this with using your junk mail. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started. In front of me I do have 14 envelopes that we are going to be using. And I will also show you how you can use your junk mail envelopes. All right, thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope this is fun for you guys. So let's get started. I do want to just kind of run through this journal while it's in front of me so you kind of have an idea of what we are going to be working on. This journal is constructed with envelopes, the front cover, the little flaps in here. This is the envelope here, billfold. This is an envelope. Here's an envelope, a CD envelope, kind of like a coin envelopes here. This page is also a large one. Another envelope. This piece of ephemera was constructed with envelopes. And an envelope here, and then the final envelope was actually in this little tuck spot pocket back here. So that is what we are going to make, and I'm just going to recreate the naked journal so you have an idea of how to construct it, and then you get to pimp it out any way you want. You can make it whimsical, you can make it serious, you can it's just kind of nice to have the bare bones constructed and just let your imagination start from there. All right, so now that we have that kind of in our mind, in our memory, I think what I want to show you first is if you have junk mail envelopes that you have already sliced open. These, I believe, are the same size of the envelopes that I'm going to do my demo. No, they're a little bit bigger, but the great thing about this, it doesn't matter what size envelopes you have, just use what you have on hand. Since I sliced these open, it no longer has a tongue, so all I have done was get some printing paper and scored it in the middle. And what I'm just going to do is glue this tongue on the inside. That way that they can attach to one another, and also is going to give you that stability when we sew in the signatures. Well, hello, Ellaroo. My little Ellaroo came to visit me. She must want to go outside. Now that they all have their little tongue, we are just going to connect these two together, like so. And we're going to get the third one And this is actually the first part of our journal. But I just wanted to show you that you do not need brand spanking new envelopes to construct your journal out of envelopes. But I am going to go ahead and continue with the other envelopes that I have on hand, and we'll just go from there. The main part of this journal, I used 5 envelopes that were the same size. The great thing is it doesn't have to be. The envelopes that I'm using in this particular project are 8.5 by 5 3/4, I believe. And we'll just go ahead and get started. I don't want to take up all your time of you watching a video. I want you to get to crafting. So I place that tongue inside each other there. I'm going to get the third one and do the same thing. And I'm going to grab the last 2 and put those together. And you're going to laugh, but this is basically the journal. It's a naked journal, so all I'm going to do next is kind of pimp it out by putting in the signatures and all the other little flips and flaps. And for just demonstration purposes, I'm going to staple in my signatures. So this is the front cover. I'm going to put just a couple pages in here. And like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and staple those in there. Signature there. And then I'm going to go ahead and get the last 2 and put some signatures in there. I have my pages, and on the outside I have a little piece of cardstock. And this would be really nice. So for demonstration purposes, it's just plain, but this would be really nice if it was a decorative piece. And I have it, so I am going to be gluing it to this envelope and to the last envelopes. And I did cut a little slot here because I am only going to adhere it on the 3 sides. That way we can utilize that as a little pocket. I got those attached. I'm going to go ahead and glue this piece down. Try to make it as straight as possible, but nothing has to ever be perfect. And grab the last cover. I think I better go ahead and just use some tape. I think I'm going to go ahead and adhere that. Alright, so this is going to there we go. So here's your naked journal. You got your front cover, your signature, another little flap to decorate. We'll decorate this, your center signatures, a little pocket here. Then on the front is where I had this envelope here that opens up like a pocket. here's the envelope. I did cut it to size. Just open it up, and I just decorated it before I put it in here. Let's see, maybe I should. So if this was going to be the decorative page, I would definitely attach this little tab to your decorative piece. Maybe I'll just go ahead and do that. Going to decorate. You're going to have a pocket here and a pocket here and a pocket here. So this is this part. Then you have your signatures. And now we're on this spot. We're over here. I'm just going to go ahead and put this little piece of decorative paper here, just so you have a little visual. And this is where I have this little flap with this other little envelope that is turned into a billfold, which there is a tutorial over at Eva Zakova's channel, The Bohemian Crafting, so please go check that out. And I can leave a link at the bottom of the video for you, because everything she makes is amazing. So I have a little bit of piece of cardstock here for this little flap. Of course, you can design it, decorate it, pimp it out any way that you like. Your tuck spot. So this is a little tuck spot now, and this is where I adhered this little billfold. I'm going to go ahead and put a little paper clip to keep it together. So let's turn the page, and here I have an envelope that has some signatures for journaling spaces. This little envelope here goes there. I'm just going to tear the pocket part. I'm going to go ahead, just tack this down. There you go. So this is this part. I can add a little pocket here. Now we're going to add the little envelope. And I'm just going to glue that on this side. This I did cut down to size, because the original, I don't know if you can see the difference, kind of a big difference. So I think, here it is, the scrap. I cut this much off of it. Let me go ahead and grab another decorative piece of paper here. Put that there for now. Okay, so we have that. We need to decorate. Stick that on there just to have something there. So this, of course, needs to be decorated. I'm just going to grab this for now. Place that in here. You turn the page. This is this spot here. And this needs to be decorated. And this is where I have the 2 envelope little pocket, but I think what I have, I'm just going to grab one of my trifold envelopes that I have a tutorial of how you can make this, and there's also a free download. So if you haven't been to my channel before, just go ahead and check my archives. This is only a couple back, but you can get these free downloads from my blog. So this, I will just go ahead and place it in here. Like so. There we go. Now for the back cover. I have one flap here. Let's go ahead. Alright, so this is the back cover. I'm just going to go ahead. There's a little flap here. So I'm just going to go ahead and place this on this side. And then this just needs to be covered with some decorative paper. Alright, I just can't help myself. I needed to add a little pocket here. Right, the back and the front. Let's take a peek of what we have so far. So you have your little envelope here. You got your signatures. You have this little flip out with another little flip out with the envelope here. We have another little signature envelope that flips out in here, and of course you can add a second one or third. You can add so many more once you get this part. Definitely would have some kind of pocket. Decorate this. This needs to be decorated as well. Pocket and the back cover. So the front, you put this, maybe add a little wing, maybe a bigger one since he's a big bison. Maybe not even do that, put a crown on him. Oh my gosh, I mean, that is what's so fun about making these journals. You can do whatever your heart pleases. You can paint this, you can collage it, you can just put some decorative paper. So that is it. We just constructed a junk journal using envelopes. And I hope that it's inspired you to get your little stash, whether you've been collecting or the other word, hoarding them. Get them out and see what you can come up with. Of course, you can come up with lots more little flips than I have here and more pockets, but like I said, I just wanted to give a rough draft of how to construct it and just let your imagination go wild. I want to thank you all for coming by my channel and checking out this video, this little tutorial. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, please, please, please ask me. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. I will have some other tutorials coming up. And if you're curious about the images that I did use in here, they are on my Etsy shop. I designed them myself. I used my own photography and then turned them into art pieces. I have all sorts of different sets, and that is because I plan on doing more. I have a plethora of wildlife photos that I want to turn into digital downloads. So I'm going to have the whole kingdom. I'm going to have bighorn sheep and mountain goats and mountain lions and deer, elk, the whole gamut that we have here in Bozeman, Montana. Not just Bozeman, but around Montana. But I would love for you to go check those out. And please also check out the other videos that I have in my archives. There might be something that you might find of interest. And if you have any questions, please do ask, and I will get back to you. So once again, thank you so much, and have a beautiful day. Warmest of wishes. Bye.